Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo and Parkway RV Center. Guys, guess what? Never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it, but we got another Alfa in today, guys. I did one of these a few weeks ago, sold in a day or two. First one I'd had in years, a brand that I really admire. And guess what? We got another one in. Today we're going to review a 2006 Alfa Sia Founder Edition. Guys, this is a 40-foot Class A diesel motorhome, 3 slides, 300 cat diesel, 65,000 miles. Got a 7500 Generac RV diesel generator. I got the motor running, got the generator running. Guys, for those of you who are not familiar with Alfa, this is a brand designed for full-timers by full-timers. Very interesting story how the Alfa came about. Many of y'all are familiar with Johnny Crean Sr., the founder of Fleetwood, one of the pioneers of the RV industry. Well, his son, John Crean Jr., worked for him, of course, and he wanted to change things up. John Crean Sr. was not a full-time RVer, but John Crean Jr. was. So Jr. wanted to build a line of coaches for full-timers and more geared to full-timers. And Senior said no. Well, if it ain't fixed, why? If it's not broken, why fix it? So they had words. Junior left and started his own company, Alfa. In fact, the last thing he said to his dad before he left was "see ya." That's where the "see ya" name comes from. They later reconciled in later years before Senior passed away, and they collaborated to build a Fleetwood Alfa kind of a collaboration between the two, and they called it the Founder, because Fleetwood's bread and butter brand, the best-selling Class A motorhome of all time, is the Founder, hence the word the Founder. And you don't see many of these. And they're really neat, guys, really cool for what they are. You know, they are designed for 4 seasons use. This thing has got incredible 2 3/8 inch insulation throughout the entire RV. I mean, 7.5 foot tall interior ceiling heights, which is incredible for any size coach. Full basement storage. These are designed with emphasis on insulation and storage. I mean, you can look at, of course, these things are, even the Founders were 200 grand new back in 06 prices. Look how thick that compartment door is. And that's not even the pass-through storage. Tires are late 2020 model tires, still got the tabs on, don't worry about that. The outside is immaculate. You know, they had a downfall to these Alfas, and they call it the Alfa Pox. And what it was, this smooth siding is metal, and it would pit. They had a bad run of metal, and it would pit. It looks like somebody shot it with a buckshot out of a shotgun, and it would have holes just everywhere up and down the sides. And you either had a Alfa that had the pitting problem, or you had one that didn't. This one doesn't, so nothing to worry about there. But remember that, guys, when you look at an Alfa, a used Alfa, when you do find the rare ones that come on the market, look for that pitting. And this one doesn't have it, guys. So no Alfa Pox on this one. So no worries there, and it's not ever going to have it either. If it doesn't have it by now, it's never going to. Got a 300 horse Caterpillar turbo diesel, 7.2 liter, very, very, very dependable motor. Allison 3000, 6-speed automatic transmission, 10,000 pound tow capacity. Backup camera, 3 slides, awning toppers. This thing's just in amazing condition. Like I said, a lot of emphasis on outside storage and inside storage. Like I said, Junior designed this thing to be for full-time RV living, because Junior lived in an RV for many, many, many years. 100-gallon diesel fuel tank, of course. 10-gallon DSI water heater, Generac RV generator runs great, puts out great. I've got it running now. Windshields look great. This is a lot of Class A diesel motorhome for a $59,900 price, guys. That is incredible price for this quality of coach, especially if you're wanting one to live in. It's got washer and dryer and more. Let's look inside. Power step works great. We go inside, got the original carpet, but the main part of the RV floor has been changed, like a lot of people do, to a vinyl. Leather captain's chairs, got a couple little stains on the passenger. Nothing bad, but I mean, you got to keep in mind this thing's what, 16 years old. So I mean, it's not going to be 100% perfect. No 16-year-old RV is. But you look, this thing was 200 grand new, and I got it for 60 now. So that kind of savings, I can put up with a few cosmetic imperfections. I don't know about y'all. I can probably put up with more than just a few. That kind of savings. Everything up here designed for the driver. Backup cameras, got a GPS right there somebody's added. You know, all the controls are convenient to the driver. Again, this is the advantage of buying an RV designed by a full-time RVer. Both front seats swivel for party seating. Exact miles, and this thing got a lot of leg room too when you're driving. Exact miles, 66,000. I'm sorry, not 65, 66, 440. No check engine lights, no warning lights. All easy to read gauges, built on a Freightliner XC chassis. CD player, 6-speed Allison. It's got the defrost fan, got the exhaust brakes, power heated mirrors, even little reading light right here. Don't figure out how to turn it on. So I guess if you need a light right here for whatever reason. Cup holders. I mean, this design got the driving computer, so you can check your transmission temperature and mileage and all that stuff. You've got the quickie level best, leveling jack system, preheat for your generator. Everything's right here, angled, easy to read, easy to operate. TV up top, got a flat screen TV, DVD player, all that good stuff. Got the shades for privacy when you're parked at night that work. And it should, I can't remember if the Founder has, yeah, it's got the big power shade that lowers down over the windshield for privacy. So instead of having to wrestle with the curtain and all that junk, I mean, it's just something, you just push a button when you get parked, put your side shades down, and you got privacy. Awesome. Even the heat and air system in this thing is different than a traditional RV. It's got a 27,000 BTU ducted basement air unit with heat pump, and then you also got a 40,000 BTU ducted propane furnace and a large propane tank. So you've got two ways to heat it and a way to cool it. And they don't use ceiling vents. Of course, you may notice this. I mean, this thing, I'm 6'4". I can barely touch the ceiling with my arms extended. This probably got the highest interior height clearance of any motorhome you're going to find. And it's got, and the best way to describe their air system, it doesn't use traditional roof vents. It's all floor vents. And it's almost like a cyclone. It sucks the hot air, which hot air rises. So if you're trying to cool it off, it's going to suck the hot air from the top of the RV. It's got vents in the very back over the bed, and it's going to circulate it in a circular motion around and then come out the top and almost make like a cyclone effect almost. So it moves quite a bit of air and cools it or heats it very, very quickly and efficiently. And that's a patent on that too. That's only an Alfa's got a system like that. Again, designed by a full-timer for a full-time use. You got a sleeper sofa that makes a bed. You've got a table and chairs. All the books and manuals, day-night shades look good. A lot of the lights have dimmers on it. Like I said, they have changed this floor to vinyl. This thing probably originally came with 2 chairs that matched that, but over the years, I guess the previous owners took those chairs out, put that very colorful chair in there that I guess if you want to match any color, that can probably do it. You know. So definitely left that in there, and they left one of the footrests. So, but look at these extra tall ceiling, the extra tall. Got some stuff they left in here from the previous owners. These are all solid hardwood cabinets. Got a VCR, DVD player in there as well. Plenty of lighting in here. It's got residential ceiling fans everywhere. It does have a large 2,000 watt Freedom inverter, as well as a 7500 Awning generator. Got a large residential electric refrigerator freezer. So definitely got that. This is your thermostat for your heat and air. Corian solid surface countertops. It does have a washer and dryer. 3-burner stovetop oven. A little waste basket. You've got an outside compartment you can put a waste basket in. In fact, it's still got it in there, so you can dump your trash here and carry it out from outside. Residential size double basin sink with a sprayer faucet, again designed for the full-timer. And I'm saying full-timer, guys, you can still use it recreationally. That's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt it, but if you do want a full-time, this is an excellent choice, especially for 4 seasons use. And you know, it's got the standard size cabinets like any Class A's got right here, but thanks to this extra height clearance, you've got these bonus cabinets up here. So a lot of space. May have to have a step ladder to get in those, but you know, when you're living in one or you're full-timing in one, interior storage is probably one of the most critical things that you can have, as many of you already know. I've got some slide-out drawer storage here. I mean, just good deep storage. I mean, you can't complain. I mean, if you can't fit everything you need to carry in this one, you've got way too much stuff you're taking with you. This is all the data sheet, motor engine size, all the particulars in one easy to read location. And these are heavy doors too. Walk toward the back, and Corian sink right here. Medicine cabinet. Excuse the ugly guy in the mirror that keeps following us around in these videos. Open this up. That door makes a privacy screen. You step in here, got a nice sized toilet. Huge. I don't even know why they put a skylight in here, because you don't need a skylight on a 7.5 foot roof, but it does let some natural light in here. Fantastic vent fan as well. So definitely a lot of space. Very cozy rear bedroom. You've got opposing slide outs in here. You've got a small slide out over there with a little bit of storage. I don't know if that's factory where that TV is supposed to be, but that's where they put it. I think it actually mounted right there on a swivel mount in the slide out, but just be careful when you bring that room in and out. Make sure it clears that TV. Do like another residential style ceiling fan in here. Queen Island bed, got a headboard, overhead storage. Of course, up here, you really don't want to put anything up here because that'll block your intake for your AC and your heat pump. Just so everybody knows, this picture is a hidden storage area, hidden area for plug-ins, slide-out control for your bedroom, fan controls, and more. And there's 12-volt hookups everywhere too for charging stuff up. One monster, and I mean monster, closet. Now, it does have a piece of crack in one of the mirrors. No big deal. You can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, get you a piece of mirror cut for that and change that out yourself pretty quickly and easily. No big deal. But my gosh, folks, big cedar lined closet, huge amount of room. It's divided. Like I said, bigger closet than you could probably ever find in any other RV out there. Again, designed for a full-timer. I mean, these are unique, guys, to say the least. These Alfas are. And they're very desirable. A lot of people are looking for these, and these aren't mass-produced like the Fleetwood Bounders or many of the other brands of motorhomes out there, gas or diesel. These were very limited production, guys. You know, Alfa never did become a big company like Fleetwood, but they made a product that, of course, they cost a lot more, but you got what you paid for, like anything else in life. And this unit is actually priced very, very reasonable for a triple slide Alfa diesel. Good miles, good motor, $59,900. And call if you want to buy it, because it probably won't be here long. The last Alfa I did was an Alfa Sia. Wasn't a Founder, it was the next one up from this. And it sold for like $69,000 and sold in less than a day. This one probably will sell just as fast. Of course, guys, we are closing early today, so you might have a chance to buy it Friday morning, because we're closing at 3 o'clock today. Then tomorrow's Thanksgiving, of course, we're closed, and then we'll reopen Friday at 9 a.m., be open all day Friday and Saturday. So call either tonight before 3 or first thing in the morning Friday if you want a chance to buy this thing. And you know, you can certainly call after hours. We have an answering service, but keep in mind that answering service takes your information down and emails it to my salespeople. But guys, when the phone system comes on at 9 o'clock in the morning, when these guys get here, they're answering phones, not answering emails first. So even if you called after hours or when we're closed, they're not going to get your message until they probably already talked to somebody that left a deposit on it. So it happened this morning on that Allegro I did yesterday or last night. I probably could have sold 6 of those things for that price if I had them. And same thing, people called, left messages, but those messages didn't get answered until after the phones got answered, and somebody else already paid it. I mean, by 9:05 it was off the market with a deposit on it. So, you know, deals like this, guys, you know, you can't beat our prices. The Parkway RV Center has been in business 53 years because of deals just like this. I mean, where else you going to find a nice Alfa for $59,900 with 3 slides and no fees, no extra gimmicks, no hidden fees or no upsells, nothing like that? Where are you going to find a motorhome like this for this price anywhere else? People come from all over the United States to buy from us, guys, because of our prices. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. Been in business 53, almost 54 years coming up next month, or a month and a half. So, guys, this is a great deal. If you're looking for this style coach, obviously no deal is a good deal. For, you know, it's like the old saying used to go, no such thing as the right deal on the wrong RV. So obviously if this isn't the one you're looking for, the floor plan or whatever, it wouldn't be right for you no matter what the price was. But for those of you looking for something like this, looking for the ultimate full-timers unit but not wanting to spend $150,000 to $200,000 on a used diesel motorhome somewhere else, here it is, guys, $59,900. What a great way to get an affordable motorhome that you can full-time in if you want to, or even if you wait and use it recreationally for a couple years, you can full-time after that. And that brings up another discussion, guys. I know a lot of people right now with housing prices at record highs like they are. I know a lot of people are selling their homes and say, hey, I'll buy an RV and full-time in an RV. Guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice about that. If you have no experience with RVs, that may not be the smartest and best choice for you. A lot of people have made that choice and regretted it. And you can take this how you will. Everybody, you know, you may do it exactly the opposite of what I'm telling you, and it might work out perfectly for you. But I'm going to tell you my experience, because I had some folks trade in one the other day that did this, regretted it, and it cost them a lot of money. But if you don't have any previous experience with RVs, don't just jump into the fire with both feet and go full timing. Buy you an older RV, use it for 2 or 3 years recreationally, not full time, while you still own your house. I mean, there's a process to being a full-time RVer. You know, most of the time when you jump in both feet in the fire like that, you have a strong chance of absolutely hating it, detesting it, and costing you a ton of money to buy another house or rent a house. And then you bought a new RV that you're gonna lose a ton of money on too. So buy one and use recreationally. Learn how to use it proficiently. Learn how to start doing basic repairs, because guys, RVs are something you're always going to be working on. New or used, it doesn't matter. And here's the difference. When you're living in one versus using one recreation, let's just say refrigerator goes out. You take it to an RV dealership, they have to order parts. Refrigerator, it takes weeks to get. It's sitting in that dealer's service yard so it doesn't lose its place in line. If you're living in it, you're paying hotel room for weeks waiting on that, or longer. That's a lot of money. So that's why it's so important to know how to do a lot of the repairs yourself. And the best way to, like the way I learned, is just buy one and just dig into it. Of course, my first one was 25 years old, and I basically rebuilt the thing from scratch. And I had a lot of helpers, my grandfather, my dad, that taught me a lot of stuff too. So I know a lot of y'all don't have that advantage, you know, somebody whose family's in the business that has the knowledge to pass that along to you. But you need at least have to know how to do your most basic repairs in an RV, because you can't always let it sit on a dealer's lot for weeks for something you can do yourself in a few hours or a day or two, and be out of a place to live. A lot of people don't think about that, because all RVs have repair issues. I mean, I've got an 05, and I've spent several $1,000s after I bought it in repairs. I still don't even have a functioning generator in it. But guys, I bought it expecting to spend money on it. You can't buy an older RV and not expect to spend money on repairs. You know what we do here, like this one, to keep our prices down like we do, we only do a basic inspection. We make sure your slide outs go in and out like they're supposed to. We make sure your generator runs and puts out like it's supposed to. We make sure refrigerator and freezer gets to operating temp. We make sure your basement air gets to operating temp in this particular one. Everything else is as is, guys. You can come inspect it yourself before deciding to buy it. We don't inspect them. Beyond that, I don't have the manpower right now, but we you know, instead of pricing this thing, you know, 65 grand or 69.9 with the full inspection, we're just doing it for 59.9 with a limited inspection. If you want to hire a third-party inspection service, you're welcome to see what you're going to get into. But that's why our prices are so low. And will we go back to a full inspection? Yes, when we get the manpower to do so. Like everybody else, we're suffering from labor shortage. And the people that do want to do it want just a stupid amount of money that I can't pay that without going significantly up on my prices. I'm talking, these guys are wanting 60, 70 bucks an hour to be an RV tech, and it's not happening, not here. I mean, it's just not worth it. I'd rather just sell them like they are now with just a basic inspection. But guys, here's the thing. I mean, we're selling it. We've adjusted our prices accordingly. I mean, come on, guys. Yesterday I posted one for 30 grand under NADA, and it sold in hours. So, I mean, this one right here is still under book. It's clean, it's nice. In the current market, you're not going to find anything nicer for this price, especially if you're going to full-time in it. So don't let this one get away. Yeah, it may need a piece of glass up there, and you might want to take that chair out. You can put what you want right there. If you want to put a desk, a couple of chairs, a couch, table, entertainment center, whatever you want to put there, it's your RV, do what you want. But guys, I mean, these things are just what this unit is. It's a great deal. And let me know in the comments what you think about it. I don't get many of these Alphas in. These are very, very high-end units. They got a bad reputation from that Alfa Pox issue like I was talking about earlier, but like I said, you either have an Alfa that has it or you have one that doesn't. There's no in between. And this one obviously doesn't have it, so that's always a big plus. Guys, call before coming to look, 706-965-7929. Make sure it's available. You probably want to strongly consider leaving a deposit on it. Financing's available with approved credit and down payment. Also, guys, we also take trade-ins. We offer nationwide delivery. And if you're interested in information on any of that, give us a call. Remember, we close at 3 o'clock today. And I want to wish everybody, all my viewers, all of our customers, past and present, hopefully future, a happy Thanksgiving, and more importantly, a blessed and safe Thanksgiving. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching my videos. 31,000 subscribers plus now. Really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure you smash a thumbs up, comment, share on social media. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. You can actually message me through there. I'm not in sales. I can't sell you an RV, but I can certainly, give you advice from somebody that's been in this industry as an RV owner and has done everything you can think of in the RV industry for over 25 years. I'll share that knowledge with you much as I can, guys. I've just been, like I said, I've owned these things. I've bought them. I've sold them. I've worked on them. I've delivered them. I've transported them. I've done title work. I've done financing on them. I've done everything you can think of. And I'll give you any advice that I can, as many of you know from my channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. Come out to Parkway RV Center. Be glad you did. Got a ton of inventory right now used. Go to my website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Link in the video description below. Thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.